So we're at our favorite store, Rural King. Also a steel dealer and a RK tractor dealer. Let's go check out the tractor. This is a 37. This is actually what I was looking at prior to my Kubota purchase. What does a 37 cost you with a cab? Looks like about 30 grand, 29 grand. I was pretty impressed with the overall. Yeah, you can actually get in the cab. Looks pretty nice in here. Wonder what that is. Looks like a little mic. Not sure. It's got the suspension seat. Pretty nice. PTO's in here. Of course, that's because it's a cab. Wonder what it feels like inside here. Oh yeah, the seat is nice. Controls are pretty manual. Looks like it might have some electronics. Obviously, it's got the over 25 horsepower degen or regen system. It's got looks like your speed control right there. I could see myself looking out over that hood within the cab, especially in the wintertime. Everything is, oh, it's got air conditioning too. That's nice. Controls right there. Ah, the sound system. So I bet you it must have Bluetooth or something. Controls here, looks like low, medium, high, so similar to the Kubota. It's got a cigarette or accessory port. Looks like this door can open too, if you had to. And that's for your bucket. And then it's got a the thing I wish I had, a diverter valve. And the other thing I wish I had is the foot pedals, forward and reverse, and not that dreaded treadle pedal thingy that Kubota has on their L series tractors. And this is the brakes, which is nice. They have it on the opposite side. So I don't know. I made my choice based on financing and overall pricing package, but I think I would have been happy with that. Piping's external on the arm, so I don't know if that's a negative, big negative, or not sure it's a positive. I think they do have a heavier or a higher lift capacity. All right, so 37 horsepower versus my 33. Cab is definitely attractive. If I were to do another tractor, that's what I would do. It's got additional lighting on the back. I like these 3-point adjustable telescoping hookups. Pretty nice. I like them. It's got the quick disconnects. The carryall, one of the best inexpensive tools a tractor owner could have. Definitely put that on your list if you're going to buy a tractor. Don't know what these tractors are back here. Pretty wild. Got parts on the ground. It's all tore apart. This looks like scrap. Sad. Looks like they got 4 or 5 more like that. Different conditions. Don't know if I made a bad choice getting the Kubota versus an RK. Alright, so you've seen the Rural King RK37. Here's the Kubota L3301 tractor. So, some similarities as far as size-wise. 37 horsepower on the RK37, 33 horsepower on the Kubota L3301. No cab in my case, but I'll explain why. And I just thought I'd show you a few highlights of my tractor and why I chose this particular one. First off, I'm got set up, getting ready to put some grease in it, or grease it up. So that's why the loader is up. Similarities: they both have the quick release levers, so you can add different attachments. In this case, I currently have the pallet forks on with the IBC tote. And that's why you want quick release levers, so that you can switch things out quickly. Overall, body wise, the RK37 is probably a little bit larger frame style and larger tires. Not sure about the stance. When you get into the main thing, obviously no cab, but on the L3301 it's really a entry-level tractor. This is your clutch on the side, even though this is a hydrostatic transmission, which the main difference being automatic transmission versus a manual type of transmission. Then you're going to see some other big differences. The levers for the low, medium, high HST drive that controls the speed range that you'd be in. This is your 4-wheel drive engagement. You just pull that up when you want 4-wheel drive. And then this, you can lock your diff in, so all 4 wheels are turning and then spinning. This here is actually to adjust the up and down speed on your 3-point attachments, but your 3-point mechanism. You can also see that what I liked about the Rural King was the nice seat that they had from the standpoint of yeah, spring base system, so it'll be more comfortable. And as you walk around, fluid fill tires, I had to pay extra, put that in separately. It's what they call the rim guard. Rural King, you get that no additional charge. You get lights on the back as far as tail lights, turn signals, headlights in the front. Then here, pretty much the same, except I showed you those adjustable links on the 3-point hitch mechanism. The L series Kubota does not have that, but I had a 3-point quick hitch installed instead. And all this does is you can release or pull this lever up and it releases the lever back inside there, and then it allows these pins to be loose. Put put it down, and it locks. The pin's in place somewhat, keeps them from coming out, like so. But for all intents and purposes, everything else is the same. Then you come around to the other side. This is your adjustment lever, which I like the RK better. This is a very manual adjustment lever for tilt and side to side adjustments. You got to adjust all those turnbuckles if you want to make any type of adjustment for your 3-point hitch. And obviously the RK carryall, definitely recommend one of those for any tractor purchaser. Then over here you've got your adjustment for up or down for the 3-point. This is your Pto engagement, where you should use your clutch to engage. I think that even says that right there. Important. Important. And then your seat belt. The only thing on my seat belt, you can see it's nicking up this area, so I might have to get some touch-up paint. Well, I do have touch-up paint. I might just need to apply it to the fender here. Got to figure something out for that. Over time, that will rust. And as we continue around the right-hand side of the tractor, you'll notice I didn't go over the display yet, but it's pretty silly, pretty manual. It's got your hours. Turn the ignition on, and that's what you see. 183 hours so far. And I just usually bump it up a little bit after the glow plug goes off. And you can see it's wanting to regen. Doesn't do that too often. But that's what these lights are over here. So after I get done with the maintenance, we'll go ahead and regen. This is if you want to bypass a regen. You can do it so many times, I think, before it goes in some limp mode. Or you can activate the regen if you want to go ahead and regen at any time. That's what those buttons are. And obviously your throttle button, just a simple up and down, speed, slow, tortoise, rabbit, fast, as fast as the Kubota can go. I'm getting to that in a second. Then here's your braking system, or braking levers. That's your emergency brake, or parking brake. That's your parking brake. And in order to get that adjusted, you hold down on the brake levers. At the same time you push that up and hold it. This also has the option, it'd be a better option if the brakes were on the other side. You can actually separate the brake pedals and operate the tractor. I have yet to figure out why you would on this particular tractor. But I think it would aid you in steering, maybe if they were on the other side, or if you had cruise control. But I have neither, so I rarely use the brakes other than for parking. And that's inherent, I think, disadvantage with Kubota for this particular model, having the brakes on this side. And last but not least, this is the dreaded treadle pedal. If you've ever seen my other videos when I reviewed the tractor after a year of use, I'm not a big fan of this treadle pedal. I've tried it many different ways as far as how to use it and in different conditions on how to use it, what to use it for. But pretty much use it to go forward and go backwards. But it's not very handy. And I'll show you why. But if you notice on the RK, you had the two pedals, one for forward, one for reverse. In this case, you can go forward. You see the reverse part comes up. Or you can go reverse by putting your heel here. And where it really becomes a pain in the butt is if you're trying to back up and you're looking to see where you're going. You have to go search around and find this. I know it sounds stupid because it's right there, but trust me, when I'm trying to back up, I can't do it as easily as if I had two separate pedals, independent pedals. That's what I would prefer. Then if you have two independent pedals, these brake pedals would be on either side, and you'd be able to utilize those for their maximum intent. But if you ride with your foot like this, yeah, you can get reverse. You can get forward, but it's very uncomfortable unless you slide your foot off, and then you can get full out forward. Not a big fan of the treadle pedal, as you can tell. Then the other thing, you got your loader functions lever right here, and the lock, which is, it currently is in lock because I'm gonna do some maintenance on the loader. So anyway, that's the highlights of my Kubota L tractor, L3301 versus the RK37. Those were the two tractors that I had looked at originally and gave the most consideration. I looked at others, yes, but by far these were the two that I gave the most consideration. Would I have done it differently about an RK? Probably not. I would have, and maybe in the future, selected a different version of the Kubota tractor, probably a LX39 with all the other comfort features, and then I would strongly have considered a cab on the tractor at that point. So hope this helps any of you people out there trying to compare the RK versus the Kubota. They're maybe not exact comparisons as far as tractor models. The functions and features you should be able to get something out of. My ultimate choice for the Kubota at the time was the dealer had one. I didn't know any better, and the financing was where I needed to be. So a couple years, get this tractor paid off or sooner, and then might look at different options at that point. So thanks for watching today. Hope you got something out of this. Friends, family, and future generations, I share this with you so that you can know what we do today and understand and enjoy now in the future.